Namaste. Welcome back to my channel Move It. I am Avinash. While we have completed our session bouncing back, thanks to a lot of you, I've got a lot of questions and a lot of feedback. So thank you very much for that. Since there are these questions, I thought let me do a session which is a question and answer session. So here I am with your question, and let's get into the questions. The first one is about breathing, and it has come from two people, Jagdish Trivedi from Chausrima and Nagi from Nusra Nursarai. The question is, should we not breathe into our lungs and chest rather than breathing into our stomach? So that's the obvious question, but the answer is that when we are talking about deep diaphragmic breathing, it has to start from stomach. So we have to fill our stomach, and as the stomach fills up, between our stomach and chest or rib cage here, there are these muscles called diaphragms. So as the air fills in, diaphragms squeeze themselves and they let the air into our lungs from bottom to top. And as we start to breathe out, the diaphragms expand and they let the air out of our lungs through our stomach and then out through our nose. So that's the correct way of deep diaphragmic breathing. Now the next question has come from Gautam from Delhi and Amitav from Bombay. They ask, what is the scientific basis of this entire series? So the easy answer is that this is something which has been curated by Johns Hopkins Medicine. The slightly difficult answer is, which I'll try to give an explanation, that if you look at the pattern of movements, we are only talking about breathing, body crossing, walking, and very specific minimal strength building. And these are basic human movements. Breathing, crossing the body, walking. There is nothing which is supernatural about these, and hence it is imperative that we start with these basic movements. Now, almost a related question is, are these specific to COVID recovery or can anyone do it? And this question has come from Kaushik from Bangalore. The answer to this question actually is in the previous answer as well, that anyone who has been immobile, anyone who's looking to build strength, can start doing these exercises. So it's not specific to COVID recovery. Yes, of course, it will help the patients who are recovering from COVID. Next question has come from Vineet from Noida, and he asks, how many reps should I do? How many minutes should I do one exercise? I have spoken about it in the videos also. It entirely depends on your level of strength, your level of endurance. If you feel comfortable doing it for 3 minutes, do it for 3 minutes. If you feel strained in 30 seconds, stop at 30 seconds, take a gap, and then restart. Shady P from Patna asks, I can't climb stairs. And yes, it may be difficult to begin with to climb stairs. In fact, I would like to quote a doctor whom I heard speaking in a webinar. He said, when you are lying down, it's easy to sit up. When you are sitting, it's easy to stand up. When you are standing, it's easy to walk. When you are walking, it's easy to run. So my answer to that question is, you probably would want to take one step at a time and then slowly try to go to the next and to the next. Be mindful that take help of the wall, lean on the wall when you are trying to go up, and take it one step at a time. I go back to the question which was asked, can this be done by people who are not recovering from COVID? In fact, I would like to end today's video with a fun moment which has been shared with me by Megha, Adhyayan and Abhyan. They have made it a family ritual. Every evening they do it as a family. So enjoy watching them having fun with moving their bodies. In the meantime, eat healthy food, sleep well, stay hydrated, and yes, stay happy. Thank you. Please keep your questions and comments coming so that we can help others also by answering those questions. Namaste.